The power of habit is such a strong thing, and ultimately we truly are creatures of habit. Whoever came up with that little quote, they really won't lie. We truly are creatures of habit. We have the choice to, lead a wholesome, honorable life, if we so wish to, through the power of habit. No matter what you've experienced as you've grown, through your childhood and adolescence and everything, and no matter what your environment around you has led your habitual patterns into, we always have the choice, and we always have the ability to change our habitual patterns, to change our habit energies. And in every aspect of life, every habit that we build, every school of thought that we allow to, permeate into our mind, all of these things, we must take care to ensure that they are all wholesome. Because if we let any unwholesome habit energies break into our lives, and we let any unwholesome schools of thought break into our lives, this strays us further and further away from peace and fulfillment and wholeness. And as we are all connected, all of life, the further we stray from peace and love, the further all of life strays from peace and love. So we must take care to ensure that all of our habits that we build, all of our schools of thought that we build in our mind, are all wholesome and are all working towards spreading peace and love to the world and bringing peace and love to ourselves. To be plagued by an unwholesome habit energy, an unwholesome school of thought, that is not weakness on your end. In fact, that is perhaps more than anything where your environment and the things that you came into this life that ultimately form to constitute yourself, that is where those things have led you to. Those habit energies that you built, those schools of thought that you built, they are a direct representation of the environment around you and the circumstances within you when you were first brought into this life. So those who are at the mercy of their own habit energies, in the sense of they are plagued by these habit energies and these schools of thought, hear me and hear me well. You are not weak, and you have a choice. I've read in Buddhist teachings that if you have knowledge of the right way of thinking, of the right way of action, then you already have right thinking. And if you have right thinking, then you can lead yourself to right action. The most important thing for all of us, when we understand that our ways that we have been built and honed to have, and our habits that we have, sharpened over time, our schools of thought that we have sharpened over time, the most important thing, once we realize that these things are unwholesome and we wish to, to find a different way, change is not beyond us, but the most important thing is giving ourselves that constant reminder to not allow these habit energies, these unwholesome habit energies, and these unwholesome schools of thought to continue to have influence in your life and have control over your life and the things that you will experience. Even if we know a certain pattern of action is wrong, even if we know a certain pattern of thought is wrong, if we have sharpened the knife of habit to the point where it is deadly, then it is not weakness if you continue to fall victim to that habit energy or to that school of thought. And you cannot fight against habit. You cannot fight against unwholesome schools of thought that you have built for so long in your life. You're not going to be able to fight against that on your own without any aids to help you fight against it. And that's why it's so important when you are trying to break out of a habitual pattern. It is so important for you to give yourself reminders. And this is what this video is. This is a reminder. And in addition to these reminders, it is also important to surround yourself in the right environment. No matter how much you love certain people or you love a certain place and environment, if you know that that environment is ultimately just continuing to sharpen the blade of these unwholesome habit energies and these unwholesome schools of thought, then you have to take some kind of step back to fight against these things and to restructure your habit energies and your schools of thought. Because once you are successful in restructuring these things, and once you are able to flip these unwholesome things on top of themselves and make them wholesome, then when you confront environments where those unwholesome seeds are trying to be brought out of you, you already have a defense against it, and you can help others get to a better place as well. But you are not eternally victim to your habit energies. You are not eternally victim to your schools of thought that you've built in your life. As I said, we all have the choice, and we make that choice again by first understanding our way of thinking and our way of acting is wrong, and having knowledge of the correct way of thinking and the correct way of action. And then two, surrounding yourself in an environment and implementing practices, and those practices are ultimately reminders of the actions that you wish to take and the way of thinking that you wish to build. And if you are successfully able to continue to remind yourself about the things that you want to change in your habit energies and in your schools of thought, then you will over time be able to overcome these things with that reminder. And eventually, after a while, you won't even need the reminders anymore, because those unwholesome habit energies and schools of thought, they will become wholesome habit energies and schools of thought, and they will aid you in, living a peaceful life and one filled with love. So I wanted to make this video for myself and for anyone else out there who is trying to overcome some of their old ways. I've been trying to overcome some of my old ways for years now, and I've seen success, but every time that I have seen success, I know that it's come with reminders, and I know that it's come with creating an environment for myself where I have things around me that I can use as tools to help me in fighting back against my habit energies and my schools of thought, to, ultimately transform them into something more wholesome. So that's what this video is. Remember, you are not weak. Habit is not something that you can transform and fight against. If you've been building it for an extended period of time, you can't transform those habits and fight against them if you don't have the right situation and circumstances in place for you to fight against it. But if you have knowledge of the way of action that you wish to take, and you have knowledge of the way of thinking that you wish to implement into your life, I would encourage you to turn this video on and allow this to help to serve as a reminder. You know the actions that you wish to take. You know the way of thinking that you wish to think. No matter how much your habit energies may be calling you to take a certain course of action, no matter how much your long-built schools of thought may be influencing you to think a certain way, remember that you have the knowledge of how you wish to think and the actions that you wish to take. And you are not weak. You are not prey to your current habit energies and your current schools of thought. You can break free from these things and you can transform them, and they can become an aid that will ultimately help you live a more peaceful life and one filled with love, as I've been saying. So whenever you need to, I want you to come back to this video and I want you to remind yourself to do what you know is right and think what you know is right. No matter what your habit energies are trying to force onto you, no matter what your long-built schools of thought are trying to force onto you, do not allow yourself to fall victim to those things. And as many times as you need it, I will be here to tell you again, you have a choice and you are not weak. Now, I wish you peace and love, and I will always wish you peace and love, no matter where you find yourself. So no matter who you feel is against you, no matter if you feel you're even against yourself, you can always come back here. I will be here to support you, remind you that you are not beyond change, and you are not too far gone to change. Peace and love to all of life, and I'm gone.
I know the ways of the fate, yeah. Hey, I say you got the damn tools, yeah. I know that you can be great, yeah. I got my love on the way, hey. I got my love, keep you safe, yeah.
As I've grown, you know what I'm saying, went through more things, and I've had to steel myself into more of a man, and had to steel my heart to be able to continue along the path that I want to continue on in my life, and to do the things that I want to in my life. I've had to really take a step back from people. Real talk, I had to really take a step back from people and more steps into myself, which has been beautiful for me, but at the same time, I've been so distant from everyone at the same time too, because real talk, like, I got myself, you feel me? I got myself, and I know that's enough.
I put on it to the dash, yeah. I put the A to the S, yeah. I put the S to the G, yeah. I put the L to the P,
I know that's enough.
Throwing the goddamn C, yeah. And yeah, I rock with double C, yeah. I said my nigga double C, yeah. I said my sister double C,
At the same time,
and I got love for the G's, yeah.
distant.
And I got love for the P's, yeah. And I got love for the fate, yeah. I know the ways of the fate, yeah.
I know that's
Hey,
enough.
I say you got the damn tools, yeah. I know that you can be great, yeah. I got my love on the way, yeah. I got my love. keep it safe, yeah.
I put on to the dash, yeah. I put the A to the S, huh? Yeah. I put the S to the G, huh? Yeah. I put the L to the P, huh? Yeah. Throwing the goddamn C, huh? Yeah. And yeah, I rock with double C, huh? Yeah. I said my nigga double C, huh? Yeah. I said my sister double C, huh? Yeah. And I got love for the G's, huh? Yeah. And I got love for the P's, huh? Yeah. And I got love for the fake, yeah. Huh. I know the ways of the fake, yeah. Hey, I say you got the damn tools, huh? Yeah. I know that you could be great, yeah. Huh. I got my love on the way, yeah. Hey, I got my love, keep it safe, yeah. At the same time, I've been so distant from everyone at the same time too, cause